Hi everyone, Anita here, BEEFitUP Australia, let's get rural. I'll do the rest of the intro in a minute. See here on your left, Kangaroo Flat Hotel should be open. Windermere Hotel should be open. So, I'm here with Kayleen, our camera girl for the night. How are you, Kayleen?
I'm good.
You're good? So the reason why we're doing this, everybody, is it is day 2 of lockdown number 6. It's Saturday night, 7:42 to be exact. And the reason why we're doing this is to show you what it's like on a Saturday night in lockdown in Victoria's largest regional centre, which is a feeder town to a lot of small communities, going right up through to Swan Hill and around because of all the services that we have here. So as you can see, no cars, hardly, well, I won't say no cars because there's the odd car, hardly any cars. This road on a Saturday night is normally hustle and bustle. This whole area has over 100,000 people in it. Is that about right, Kayleen?
Yes.
On this road alone, coming into Bendigo, there's a takeaway shop there, which is very, very popular. Great fish and chips if you haven't been in there before. No one in there. Here is a motel. Now, there's Quest. We're not giving anyone particular plugs, so we're doing this to highlight the fact that the closest case to us right now is 150 kilometres away, about 149 to be exact. 149 kilometres away. Now, they reckon that this strain is clever and dangerous and outruns us and God knows what else Mr. Andrews has been saying. But I'm sorry, but if there's no cases here, we should not be locked down. We're coming past, look, there's hardly any people in the servo. Like I said, hardly any cars on the road. This road is the main road coming in, it's the main drag. There's lots of motels along the way. Bendigo, City of Greater Bendigo actually made a big point over the last decade and a half to turn Bendigo into the tourist destination of one of the tourist destinations of the state. Now, you know, weddings, birthdays, celebrations, weekend getaways, all of that is all money coming into the local economy. We're in lockdown. You can swing a bloody cat here, Kayleen. Look, you want to go footy out on the white line, we wouldn't get run over. We're losing out on money. The economy is dying. Here on the right, this pub should be open. The Highbow, top place. If you have never been there, they also support live music, so all of our musicians in Bendigo are missing out as well. All the casual staff, all the food producers, all the food providers. There we go, there's another one. Golden Square Pub. The reason why we're doing this is we want you to see, all right? We want you to see for yourself the stupidity of this. Another motel there. Another pub there. Pizza bar. Again, coming in, you should be having a lot more traffic than this. No one in at the servo. No one in at the chicken shop. Chicken shop back there is bloody awesome back there. Another motel. No vacancy. I don't know what the story there is. Here on your left, got the Foundry. They got pokies. They have live music in there as well. They've got bistro, amazing food, bar, big supporter of the community. One car in at this servo here. Oh, look at that. Great timing for the lights, Kayleen. No one, look, there's normally a big line up at Hungry Jack's. Great to see no one out the front at the cop shop. That's fantastic. What do we got here? Oh, there you go. There's a policeman there pulling up. 2 cars there. Another pub coming up here on your left. Another big supporter of the community. Top Meals, got a motel attached to it. Also supports live music, functions. All the pubs that I've just mentioned, they all do functions. Nothing happening. Driving up here, we've got the big cathedral. Biggest cathedral in the Southern Hemisphere. Absolutely gorgeous inside. When you can, come up to Bendigo if you're not from Bendigo and you're watching this. Put it on your bucket list because it's pretty cool. Domino's are doing pretty cool. We're seeing Domino's cars and their electric bikes all over the joint. Red Rooster, hardly anybody in there. Coming up to another motel. 1 car in at United. There's the big cathedral there. That's where they have weddings. So of course if you have a wedding you have a booze up afterwards. There's caterers and all the rest of it that are missing out. Your hairdressers. KFC on my right. Just before we headed out to Kangaroo Flat we went to Macca's and there was nobody in there. And I said to the lady, "You're normally busy?" She said, "Yeah." Now along here you've got Mexican restaurant, you've got all sorts of different things here. You've got cars here waiting for pickup only. Over here you got Red Gum, absolutely gorgeous place. They're only open for pickup, no one in there. Jojo's, great pizza. New China restaurant, closed. Great food in there as well. And of course, this is coming into the CBD, and the CBD is full of takeaways, restaurants. I'll show you a really sad sight in a moment. Just as a little bit of a tourist thing here, you got your RSL here on your left. You got the clock. Over here you've got, you should be fighting for a park along here. Now, have a look at this here. On your right, the Shamrock Hotel, historic Shamrock Hotel. Dame Melly Melba, she actually was there many moons ago and she complained about the clock being too loud. Just up here on your left on the town hall, was now Australia, well, it's now tourism. I'll tell you the story about the Shamrock in a minute when I do the block. Over here you've got more eateries. Like I said, you should be fighting for a spot. Over here you got Star Bar nightclub. Over here you got the Taxi Rank, which is normally packed. Down here you've got another venue, which has normally got a line up to it. It's dead. It's a bloody ghost town. Oh, down here there's a waste of money going on down there, but that's the Andrews government for you. But that's okay. We're not here to bag the Andrews government right now. Well, we are indirectly, but I just wanted to show you the absolute impact of what's going on here. We're talking about people's jobs. We're talking about our local economy dying because Rona is 149 kilometres away. We haven't got any cases here. Kong restaurant, absolutely amazing food. That should be packed. You normally got to book. If you don't book, you don't normally get a seat. Pugs. Metro, whatever you want to call it, on whatever day of the week. This is normally pumping. Empty, closed. This is Bull Street. Bull Street is now being closed off for, the council's closed off, so when we are not in lockdown we can open up. This has all normally got tables and chairs here because of the one stupid rule. You got here's closed, there's closed. The rule of social distancing, they've allowing people to spill out on the road, which means they've closed this road off. It's normally one way in, like two dual way. Yeah, normally you can't find a park here. What do you reckon, Kayleen?
It's quiet.
Come on, you got something else to say?
No.
No?
No.
we have to keep this child friendly. We'll give this a child category on YouTube, so we've got to be nice. Anyway, here again on your left, as I said, then of course you've got GPO. GPO's a top place. Down here you've got a little arcade as well. They're closed. Anyway, so back to the Shamrock. Historic. You've got pokies, live music. They've got downstairs cellar. They've got restaurants. They've got upstairs. He's like, I've spoken to Ray. He is, I won't tell you how much he's lost because that's his business, but he did tell me, and I was like, what the, like, wow. Down here in the mall, now, okay, it's, everyone knows that the Bendigo Mall, well, everyone knows in Bendigo, that it's just one big white elephant, and what you're seeing down there at night is exactly what you see during the day, besides the mall rats. The shops are closing left, right and centre. I could take you down there and show you all the for let signs, but I think you get my drift. So we're going to come down here now, back towards the fountain, the historic fountain. Myers. Did you know, everybody, that Myers was actually started in Bendigo, and so was Fletcher Jones? I could tell you that another story. There's another eatery. Another 3 here in a row. Normally you can't find a park. Can't find a park normally. Actually, there's 4. There's a new one back there. Fletcher Jones and Meyer was started in Bendigo, and when I was on the Chamber of Commerce many years ago, I was reading through all the history, and apparently those two had a bit of an argy-bargy. It was quite interesting reading. So this is our main drag, noodle bar. Normally, again, it's full. You got 2 let signs, empty shop. Normally, this is got traffic. Up here, we've got Chinese restaurant, another really cool Chinese restaurant. Of course, Bendigo's got a big Chinese history because of the settlement back in the early days. So normally, correct me if I'm wrong, Kayleen, normally this is packed with cars.
Definitely packed.
Because you've got the Chinese restaurant here, you've got a really cool little Get Naked espresso bar there. That's got a really cool little area out the back. See, 2 let. Just over here in the old pub, that's normally open and bustling, but nope, this joint here only open for pickup. I hope you're enjoying our little tour of our town. How long have you been in this town for, Kaylee?
All my life. Born and bred.
All your life. Now over here on your right hand side, ladies and gentlemen, you have the esteemed Member for Parliament for Bendigo, the federal member, the lady who doesn't know what side of her chest her heart is, Lisa Chesters. Useless as tits on a ball. You and I, we're paying for her to pump out kids while she's got her seat. Now up here on your left, the Woodhouse, absolutely gorgeous. That's closed. How sad is that? Down here is a beautiful little street here. This is where you can go and get your COVID jab if you would like one, Kayleen. Up here on your left, right next door to the best Indian food you can ever think of. Food O'Clock. Go in there, talk to Lucky. He is amazing. Again, you can normally not find see, there's a pizza joint back there. The Thai joint, that's normally all booked out, closed. Lion Tamer, they're not normally open at this time of night, so I won't talk about that one not being open, but yeah, they're really cool, nice coffee. Then we have our marketplace. That's we won't worry about that, that's all. That's just, yeah. Anyway, up here on your right, we have our illustrious Jacinta Allen. Woo! Jacinta, Princess Jacinta. We love Jacinta in Bendigo, don't we, Kayleen? See, Ginger Restaurant, that's closed. Jacinta Allen, the princess of the ALP. Useless as tits on a ball. she's doing nothing for our community. Marie Edwards, member for Bendigo West. She's also as useless as tits on a ball because they're all following the narrative of Mr. Andrews, and I was being told by quite a few people who are business leaders in Melbourne that they've been told by Mr. Andrews' office that if you speak out at the table, you won't get invited back. See, for lease sign. Even the sex shop is closed. Oh my God, what's the world coming to? I'm just going to take you down another little street, which is pretty cool. All the traders have come together to try to keep their heads together. Oh, well, they've put their heads together, I should say. See, another restaurant. Takeaway only. So Littleton Terrace, Little Eat Street, food traders. Pretty cool little place here. This is, again, normally pretty hard to find a park. So what these guys have done is they've put their heads together. So they've got to do something to do some group marketing and so forth. So this is really scary, Kayleen, because I haven't actually driven around town during a lockdown. This is really scary. This is quite eerie, really. Oh, there's no hustle and bustle. There's a cool little place in there too. Good food. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's what Victoria's largest regional centre looks like in lockdown, 150 kilometres away from the nearest case. So this is all normally cars because the Shamrock does events. Oh, we didn't show them View Street, Kayleen. Before I wrap up, we must show you View Street. Now, View Street is the jewel in the crown for the city of Greater Bendigo. Kayleen, did you know?
No what?
On the spot now. That's really sad seeing it in darkness. Oh my God. Anyway, Bendigo was in the top 5 for the regional institute. Australian Regional Institute. Beginning of COVID, well, actually I think it was about halfway, I was on a Zoom call with them, and Bendigo was in the top 5 for the highest unemployment, or lowest payroll tax in the country.
Oh, wow.
And the professor that was speaking was saying that communities that have focused on tourism were going to be the hardest hit for recovery. And in the last couple of days, they've actually put out a figure, and I think it's wrong, but anyway, 5 years it's going to take for the tourism sector to actually get back on its feet. Now, this is View Street. Now, as far as the city of Greater Bendigo go, View Street is the be-all and end-all. Now, over here, you have the wine bar, absolutely beautiful building, absolutely gorgeous. That's normally bustling with people eating inside and out. This place is normally chockers because on your right-hand side, we have the Capitol Theatre. At the back of that, we have the Ulumbra Theatre, where top-class acts come. On your left, Bocelli's, awesome food. You want a good gnocchi? Go in there. That's normally full of people eating. And look at it. It is a bloody ghost town. On your left, you have a motel and also the Malayan Orchid. Malayan Orchid is actually closed. It's one of the oldest restaurants in Bendigo. Am I pissed off? I'm pissed off, Kayleen.
Just a little bit.
So this is View Street, ladies and gentlemen. If you would like to ever come to Bendigo, you can actually see how wonderful View Street is. On that note, BEEFitUpAustralia.org if you would like to support us, what we do, 1000paddocks.org. Chip in $5 so we can continue to be a voice for regional and rural Australia. We support our local small businesses, our farmers, our truckies, our pubs. Mental health is a big focus for us, and of course the social and economic well-being of rural Australia. Thank you for being our Canberra girl.
No worries.
See you everybody.